This is a drawing of the layout of the buildings. I've been asked quite a lot of questions in the comments about the layout, and people are getting a little bit confused because there's quite a few buildings. So there we have the digger sitting in the courtyard. Hooray! Finally! It's still a bit drizzly here, which is such a shame. We should have had much nicer weather by now. But yeah, they've been scraping up some of the courtyard already with this digger. I'm not sure if they've just stopped for a cup of tea or if that's it for the day. I think it's lunchtime, so I think it's probably a cup of tea. The plan here is to take a few inches or a few centimetres off of the top of the courtyard. We're at quite a few centimetres, I believe. And we're talking about maybe 200 millimetres. And then to lay a weed suppressing ground fabric. And then we're having stone chippings from the local quarry, the local stone, to come and tidy up our courtyard, which is going to be amazing. So what they're going to do is they're going to scrape all this, and then they're going to remove it through the barn there into the back part of the garden, of which there's some holes and some mounds, and they're going to smooth it all out, and hopefully then I can start building my garden as well. But I'll show you as we go along. It's a really lovely morning and the sun's out. It's a little bit nippy and it's quite breezy, but it's a really lovely morning. And there's a nice big mound of earth in the middle of my courtyard, but the digger is now out in the back garden. So I'm going to go and see what Tony and Adam are up to out there. Tony's obviously been cutting down pieces of metal by the look of it. Oh, Tone, where's that from? Down by the river. Can you get my gate out yet? Oh, soon though. So, right, okay. So Tony's obviously cutting out pieces of metal and the digger's helping him to pull things down. Right. Oh dear. It's quite exciting. It's also a little bit scary as well. Oh, there's some more railing coming this way. Look at that. Can I have that in my garden? Because it's a lovely piece of stone and I can do something with it. You've got a couple of others. Oh no, that's all building materials, isn't it? Where would I like it? Did you say where would I like it?
I want to keep this, Adam. I don't want this wee bit. This, made of stone.
I want to keep this big one as well. So we've discovered this piece of stone, which has got a slanty bit on one side, and it's also got a scooped out slot. Wonder what that was for. Anyway, I'm going to keep it for my garden. Yeah, we like that one. Some of these huge tree roots are being pulled out by the digger. We could never have done that on our own. Would have took us forever to try and get those out. Okay. It makes it a much simpler job. Right. As you can see, Tony is throwing hardcore bits of old building materials. We did ask around, nobody wants them. Some of it they don't use anymore, which is probably why they've been left here. So he's using that as a hardcore to fill up that big pit. Getting attacked by a plant over there. Ah, you got it. Now, they've managed to extricate the gate. Sorry, it's not very good light in here because of the sunshine. Oh, there we are. Right. While they're out there with the digger, they've managed to extricate the gate, which is in a worse state of repair than I was hoping, but I'm hoping that Tony's going to be able to do something with this for me. So that I can use it on my garden. We'll see. I think he's going to have to do quite a lot with it. But we will see. And obviously the post as well with the glass things on, or the top of the post with these glass things, which were obviously used for electricity at some point. It's like a giant coat peg, and maybe we'll reuse that in the workshop or something somewhere. But yeah, there's also this piece of metal with this pointy end. Maybe this is something to do with the gate. Seems to be attached to it. Yeah, unfortunately one of the bars is completely rotted away. So I'm hoping Tony can do something. Probably have to replace a fair bit of it. But yeah, if he can get the general feel of it for me, I'm pretty sure we can reuse these rosette things. Let's hope. But yeah, unfortunately the bottom of it is gone. But we will see what he can do. Yeah. Let's see what he can do. See if it's savable. Is the tree coming out? Finally. Mind your bottom. It's coming to get you. Woo! This is where Tony ends up in the water. Let's hope not. Oh, stand back! Oh wow. Oh, not sure if this is going to hold. They were trying to find a strap. Oh, blimey. Well, it's up. Is it still attached at the other end? Oh, it's moved. It's moved. It's coming out of the water. Oh, it moved. It sort of turned itself around. As long as you don't lose the end of it. Right, this is the plan, is to pull it out of the water a little bit and chop a bit off. And then pull it out of the water a bit more. Liking this plan. Oh, obviously it's not still attached on the other side, which is good. It's not floating either. So, stage one. Now Tony's approaching with a reel and a chainsaw. forgot to plug it in, so it's a long way back. Try again. Ah, that's better. There we go.
Ah, it's good. What am I doing with it?
Firewood. It's good fire, free firewood, son.
I've lent John my bloody saw horse, haven't I? He ain't going to be using it, is he?
Well, best we go get it back. This is our friend who's just broke his ankle. Tony's lent him his sawhorse, so now he's not going to need it for a little while. No, it might sink back into the water, Tony. Yes, it will. It's heavy. Oh, wow. What about the tension? There's going to be tension on that. It's sliding, just a tiny bit, but it did slide. Right, digger's getting a bit closer. Tony's trying to get the, yeah. Tony's trying to get the strap off of that bit. Right. Now, that's a bit of an awkward position, Tone. How's he going to get there? Right, now he's put the foot down. Right, Tony's just got to hook it in there. Right, stand back, Tony. Hey, wow. It got you, the branches. I think you might have. Oh, no, it's coming back. Has it snapped? That must be so heavy.
Yes.
Right, I think we might have to think again here. It's moving down the river, Tone. It's floating off down the river. It's trying to escape. It's making its getaway. Actually, oh, unfortunately, a couple of the branches have made their getaway as well. It's too far down for me to try and grab it. Oh, yeah, we wouldn't have let that go in the water if we could have avoided it. Let's just hope it doesn't block up anything over there. Quite interesting to watch though. Is it going down the river or down the weir? Oh, I think it might be going to turn around and come back. Oh, who knows? No. It's gone off down that part of the river, so it'll be going under the bridge probably. Which is probably better. It's probably a bit bigger that way. Oh dear. Yeah, if it floats away though, it's going to block something up, and it probably would just get a little bit further down and cause us even more problems. I'm not sure it's actually floating. It did for a minute. I think it was balancing. It might just go. Oh, don't. Well, we're trying not to let it go, aren't we? But then, as you say, it shouldn't be our problem in the first place. But see, if this was the UK, and if you cut down somebody's trees that's overhanging your boundary, you have to throw it back. So I'm not sure we would be able to throw it back over there. I'm not so sure that it's the same rules over here. I think if it launches itself into your garden, that's okay. Oh, can you see what I can see over there? Can you see the daffodils? In the middle over the road, over the other side there. Isn't that pretty? First time I noticed them. Someone's just found a little bit of treasure in the garden. We do like a bottle. It looks like a little medicine bottle. It's got a screw cap on it, so I don't think it's actually medieval. But it's probably quite old and it's quite cute. It's a lovely... Let's hold it up to the sun. No. Yeah, it could be one of those, couldn't it? Like a smelling salts. Anyway, it's not got any liquid in it. It's got bits of earth and oh, it's got a crack. Oh no, it's not. It's got nothing written on it. Anyway, it's like a little pill bottle, I think. Some sort of medicine bottle. Right. Oh, I better get out of the way. Right, the tree is coming further out. Mind yourself, Will. Seems to have a life of its own. Right, wow. Yeah, don't forget he's got to keep his balance. Oh, it's looking quite solid at the minute. It's getting attacked by a branch. See how much further down the river it's gone? It's trying to escape down the river.
Right, I'll tell you what, Tad, do you want to just snip these branches off? Yeah.
It nearly got you. That's better. That'll make it so much lighter. Mind your toes. Money has got steel toe cap boots on. Here we go. Yeah.
Man, what do we think the strategy is here? Well, just carry on doing what you're doing, I think. I'm being worried about...
Trouble is, it's trying to twist itself.
Well, give it another lift up, see if I can actually drag it over the edge. Trouble is, they don't want to take the wall with it, that's the thing. Mind you, let me have another little
Right, see what you can do. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's sort of sliding, but it's... Wow. I'm going to get back a little bit because it's got a sort of a mind of its own. This, wow, that root on the end is huge. As we're seeing that end come out of the water, it's looking bigger and bigger. Can you get another wire on it in the middle? Yeah, look, Tone's holding the tree, so it's like a seesaw. It's sort of pivoting on the wall there. Right. Oh. It's, yeah, it's like a seesaw, Will. I think I'm going to film Will, because if he decides to ping him off, that'll be something worth seeing. Hang on tight, Will. Right. Help him, Tone. Help him, he's going to get pushed over. Right. That's a big lug, that one. Right, now it's trying to twist. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that root, it's massive. It's even got part of the wall growing in through it. Now what? Oh! Obviously that end's a lot heavier. Don't be sarcastic. Hang on, hang on. Oh.
If you can hold it long enough, you can't do weight. I might be able to just put the end of the bucket on it.
Hey, Ted's doing the seesaw thing. This is a good game. Right, oh I see. So Tone put his weight on it until I could get the bucket to hold it down. And now they've moved the cable. Right, yeah. You going for a ride, Will? Then you won't be able to move it if you cut the end. You've got to get hold of it before you cut it. Tone. Yes, because you won't have any control over it otherwise. Right. You're not big enough, Will. Oh. Look, the ice is going to go.
I got it.
Right. Now this is going to swing big time. Come out the way. Right, now Tony can chop the end off. Now. It's wet, that bit, Tone. Harder to cut through because it's wet, very wet. I'm just going to zoom in on that route because if you can see it's taken half of the wall with it. Can you see those big square lumps of rock that used to be a part of the wall over the other side there? Yeah, that's not sure exactly which part of the wall, but obviously the bottom part. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, it's still attached. Well done, Will. Right. Now, this is going to be awkward when this root gets to this wall.
It's got a bit of the wall with it, look.
Yeah, it's got lots of bits of wall attached to it. That is going to pull the top of the wall down. Oh, that's better. Right. Well, we've actually managed to get the root up onto this side. That is enormous. Will you be able to lift it because of the wall? Oh, it's got a lot of the wall in it. Right. That's all wet and slimy. I wonder how old this tree was. There's an awful lot of rings on there. Right, it's at least 25 years, possibly more. Tanya wanted some cobbles. I think that's going to tip, Tone.
Don't snap your blade. Lovely.
Oh! Now, can we lift it?
I might pull that in a little bit more.
Yeah, that's good.
Down, in theory, I'm going to try and get over the roots.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Can you get the cobbles Ah, it's gonna break all my tiles. No, he can't get there, Tone. Oh.
Can I put the strap round it? That's all, son. I'll get it. Little bulldozers I'll wait through. Don't worry,
Tone. Oh, don't knock it back in. It's going to go back in.
Hey, then why don't I just strap it in and lift the whole thing out? Well, you could do that, son. Try that. Do that. Beautiful.
Yeah, don't do it, Dad. Don't risk it. Look, can we have that cobble, please? Yay, that's better.
Hang on, it's tagging the wall.
Oh no.
Hang on. Hey, Todd, look, move that strap up as far as you can get it. Should have made a longer strap. Get a better round here. Righto, have a go at next. Work. Take the wall with it, Adam.
Can you not get one a bit
I've got better
further?
idea. Hold it, mate. I've got a better idea.
Roll it.
Do what Will's doing. Counterbalance it up.
Can you roll it? Oh.
That's it. Alright.
Oh, that's better.
And
Wow. That,
oh, fuck, it's gonna come off.
mind yourselves. There, it's there.
Well done.
Well done. Come out the way. Wow, well done.
Well done. The only thing figures are not that good at is lifting.
And if you're not careful, you end up bending your...
Right. It's done very well though.
We got some free cobbles, Tone.
Yeah. You have to be more tactical with a digger, don't you, Will?
Counterbalancing.
Yeah. Very good.
As it happens, that wall is quite solid there, I think,
Yes.
which is good.
I'm hoping to get all this rubbish off here.
And it'd be,
Hooped railings along
yeah, let's hope. Yeah. Anyway, it survived this.
well up.
But yeah, look at that, with that giant cobbles and things. Well, it's obviously grown out of the wall, hasn't it? It's brought half of the wall with it.
Yeah. Well done.
Wow.
Down would crash that, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. I don't hold that much hope for the rest of that wall.
No, that's
Must have had a
gonna...
drink 'cause I never heard it.
That's the end of the tree. Hooray! Now we've just got to chop him up. A few people said to me when the digger arrived, are we going to detect when he's scraping all the ground up? Well, I did say that I would do, and now I'm going to show you a few of the things that I've found. And it's pretty much the sort of things that we suspected, because this has been a builder's yard for a long, long time. So obviously we expect to find things like rusty old nails. But there are some particularly interesting rusty old nails. They've actually got quite a lot of age to them by the look of it. But they're still rusty old nails, and then there's the odd newer looking rusty nail. nail, it's a bent nail. And then again, an expected find, a hacksaw blade. Then after that we found a beer top. That's fairly recent, I think. That's probably us at some point where we've been sitting out in the courtyard drinking. Then I found a rather shiny thing. Well, it's a lid off of a jar by the look of it. I also found some other shiny things. Some shiny paper, like foil. And I'm not quite sure what this is. It's rusty. It's a roundy. Oh, it's a comma. Or maybe it's a number 6. Or a number 9. Or an E. Anyway, not sure what that is. It's a roundy thing. Then there's a hooky thing. Again, perfectly expected in a builder's yard. Then there's a couple of other things. Now, this was the first thing I found, and it's a ring. And it looks black. So when I first pulled it out of the mud, I got quite excited, but I think it's just an olive from a piece of pipe. And I don't know why it's black. It's quite tiny actually. It won't even fit very far on my little finger, although I do have fat fingers. Then there was a couple of other things. There's this, not quite sure what that is. It looks like some sort of little buckly thing, tiny little thing, some strap or something. There's this, which I think it's probably a button. Again, it's like a coppery brassy colour with a bit of rust. It may have some sort of insignia on there, but I've not been able to make anything out. And it's actually shaped a little bit like a chocolate button, saucer shaped. So I think that may at one point have been a metal button. And then there's one other thing that we've not been able to identify, but it's very, very heavy. So I think it's lead, so I think it's probably a seal off of something. It's round, I can't see any... I can't see any markings on it. It's a bit lumpy bumpy, so it doesn't feel like a coin. And as I say, it's very, very heavy and it looks almost white, so I think that's a piece of lead. But that so far is all my treasure that I've found. I will keep looking. You'll be the first to know if I find something a bit more exciting. Right, I'm off out into the back garden to rescue some of my snowdrops and my wild strawberry plants, because they're all going to be crushed by the digger otherwise. So yeah, I'll just plant a few up. Oh, actually I'll probably dig up some of these wild irises as well. Then I can replant some once we've organised the garden a bit better. Okay. Seems to be a lot of discussion going on here. Oh, you're looking at the side of that to see if it...
Sorry?
Were you looking at the side of the building there?
I'm just looking at it thinking there's no rhyme or reason for it.
It's a very, very strange shape, isn't it?
There's no reason for that at all.
For that doorway?
For that doorway there. So
No.
This is new, obviously.
But yeah, that's been put on there for an animal enclosure, hasn't it? That's new. But the rest of the building is old, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had a new roof put on it, Jane, isn't it? But yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
Had a new roof put on it. But
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about that, but why would it be that weird shape?
I reckon that was a tower, like you said. The roof's
Well, on the
gone in,
map,
but he's just built that slope on it.
I think they've probably reused part of the ruin of the tower. Yeah. And then sometime later, not that much later, because it's still old, Someone's added the bread oven, or would the bread oven have been in the tower?
I don't think so.
I don't think it would.
What time the pizza's going?
The what?
What time the pizza's going in?
I wish. We need to see if we can get it going, don't we? That's a much later project though. While we are standing here, I'll have a little nosy in here because a few of my viewers have said, did we miss the bread oven? Well, this is the bread oven building with the little tiny window, and there's the bread oven. Actually quite a big bread oven. Can you see inside there? I haven't got much light here, but enough with the sunshine. And obviously that looks like a giant old fireplace above it, and that actually is the chimney. So you've got the oven over there, and there's no doors on it because the smoke comes out from the oven and actually goes up the chimney, which is where that, well, what looks like a mantelpiece is. That's the chimney. I'm not sure what this bit that's been built on the side here is for. Perhaps for smoking something, but that's a much later addition. But yeah, it's an interesting building, and it's obviously very old construction with the stone walls. But yeah, we will hopefully one day get this going and use it as a bread oven, well, not a pizza oven. But yeah, look at the stone around this doorway. This is very old. The construction is very old. Because we're wondering if this is part of what we've now seen on a map from 1673, that there was a tower in a part of this garden, which was part of the town wall. This was a walled town with a moat. Now I'm thinking, why would you wouldn't need a bread oven that tall? And we've always so I'm going to widen the path a little bit here, and then we're going to use some of the lumps of stone that are lying around various different places to make a little retaining wall. The pathway will still slope down to the river. The rest of it will be levelled.